Hello friends. There's nothing to do with scrapbooking today. I just kind of like that paper. My name is Savannah, or Sav. I am a skills coach and mental health advocate, and I really want to talk about something that has it's always been on people's minds, but I just don't hear enough people mentioning it, so I'm gonna claim it. I am speaking from my own experience as a autistic woman with ADHD and going to reference other people that I know, but I'm not trying to speak for everybody. So this is for the intent to educate people or connect people to the help that they need. Sorry, I realize there's a glare today. So why is it so hard to shower? As a new mom, there is a really long list, but for anybody, honestly, there's a lot of things that might stop you from actually getting in the shower. For example, today, I wanted to shower. I put my daughter down for a nap, but there was some trash in the bedroom, so I threw the trash away. I wasn't sure if there was a new towel. There was a towel. I started the shower, which is huge. That's the biggest transition point, is just starting it. But then I did something else. I ran to the other side of the house, checked for my charger, couldn't find it, plugged in my laptop in the bedroom where it actually was before. I just didn't realize it was still in there. And then my phone had an update, so I did a phone update while I showered, which, by the way, if you're not updating your phone, it's causing issues with your app. So check in the settings within software update regularly, and you should be doing those just to keep your phone functioning well. Otherwise, the apps don't communicate properly, or you might not be getting real data. Like YouTube, for example, might show you have less views when you've actually surpassed something. Like I now have over 30,000 views. I'm peaking up to 100 subscribers. If you would please like and subscribe, that is huge. But I'm learning so much in this space, and this train of thought, this whole distractedness is why it's so hard to just get in the shower, because there's so many other things to do just as a human being. And then you add in being a new mom, and it's like, is she sleeping yet? Is it safe to get in the shower? Do I need to be listening still? Do I need to do laundry or dishes or feed the pets, or is there some other thing I was supposed to do? Did I take my own pills? Whatever it might be, there are so many things. So there's an endless list of reasons that it's hard to get in the shower. I want to talk about what helps me get motivated or kind of like work through some of my struggles with it. I personally don't have major sensory issues with water. I don't mind being in the water. It's the being cold after, the getting in that's difficult. I do know that there are other autistic adults that hate being wet, hate water, and hate the feeling of like slippery anything. And so there's nothing to distract away from how intense and severe and real that is. It's just about making showering as good as it can be, because we gotta clean ourselves somehow. If that's a motivator for you as well, sometimes people like to look up the benefits of showers, like taking a cold shower and the benefits on your skin and hair, or just for your own mental health versus taking a really warm shower. I like a warm shower, but sometimes I get physically really hot. Like my body temperature will just spike so quickly, especially as a breastfeeding person. I've never been so just temperamental in the sense of my own body. I've always kind of got overheated in some sense, but never like this or as intensely. So sometimes a cold shower is really nice, especially in those early days, which I'm just going to talk openly about some motherly stuff. So if that is not you, thank you for joining. That's okay. Goodbye. But in the early stages, I am breastfeeding over a year now, and in the initial stages is when it's the hardest. I didn't necessarily have a problem getting a supply. I had problems managing how quickly and the way that it came in. And that itself can be a painful and really overstimulating process alone, not even mentioning the brand new itty bitty tiny baby that you're taking care of and wanting to hold and help, but you're hurting so much. Showering and the use of water is really helpful whenever it comes to breastfeeding or relieving engorgement, or sometimes I've heard of the haka, if you know of the little plastic haka, I'll link on my website, is really nice to just have a letdown, but people have also used them with Epsom salt and warm water to almost do like a steam to help resolve when there's clogs or things like that that happen, because oh my gosh, what a sensory experience. Okay. Back to why it's so hard to get in the shower. I apologize. This is the nature of what happens, and I'm not going to be doing a lot of editing, so you gotta roll with it. I'm here to talk to autistic adults or caregivers about the difficulty of getting in the shower and what are some things we can do to motivate ourselves. A lot of the times I like to listen to music, but today that wasn't an option because I was updating my phone. So instead of music, I had some soaps that I really like. I had a new body wash or like a scent that was more of a, for me, scent than like the most hydrating one. You can have different products depending on what kind of shower you want to have. And that's probably the first tip, is deciding, do I need to just get in? Sometimes that's it. You only have to get in. You don't have to do anything else. You don't even have to wash your hair if it's too much today, but you just have to get in. And then for me, if I get in, then I'm like, well, I might as well wash my hair. And a lot of times it ends, with washing my hair and body, but sometimes I'll shave my legs and do other kinds of maintenance or whatever I need to do to kind of get me going. But for me, besides just tricking myself and saying, all you have to do is get in. You don't have to commit to more. You just have to get wet today. And if it's just a rinse, then it's just a rinse. It's better than nothing. And you get to moisturize after. After I shower, I have really dry, sensitive skin. I get patches like in my arms or around my eyes or behind my ears and nose. And so I only use a couple products. Otherwise, I get really, really dried out. But it is important that I take time to moisturize. So when I do a shower, it helps me feel motivated to moisturize more of my body and take care of myself in that way. Another thing that I do as a motivator is I like the satisfaction of peeling a mask when it is one that is like a smooth, solid layer mask and it comes off mostly in a solid piece. It also is helpful for me to have a mask because it's about 20 minutes that I put it on and just sit down. So I'm kind of slowing my breathing and activity and just chilling myself out. And then I start the shower. And so it's just a more enjoyable option for me. So I've been doing face masks more often. And if you're interested in the brand of those, I will also add those on my website. I will have to go deep in Amazon to find out where they are. But these ones are kind of holographic and they have iridescent. And so I like that it's also kind of fun. If you don't have one of those big headbands for your hair care, I recommend that too. Buy something. I don't always mean to say buy something, but find something that makes you feel good in your shower process so that you feel motivated to do it. I just showered, so my hair is still working on its dry, but my bangs have been doing pretty good drying without the blow dry, so that's exciting. It's another thing that might stop you from showering. It's super loud, either the shower itself or the fan. So if you really hate the fan, if the fan is an issue, I sometimes don't turn it on and I leave the door open and I don't know, things have been fine. Let me know if that's a huge problem. But the sound of the fan, some people like white noise, but for me, sometimes it feels so irritating and overwhelming and I don't even realize how annoying it is. We sleep with one at night because it helps not hear our dog, and I do appreciate not hearing him hustle around in his bed. But in the morning, when my husband turns it off, I'm like, oh, I didn't even realize I was kind of perturbed and like brought up by the white noise being on, but once it's turned off, I just feel better. So figure out what works for you. Some people really like that. Some people like more music. I'm much more of a music and I don't know, I like the feeling of music a lot more than white noise. I'll just be honest, in some white noise I hear like voices or things. I just hear things that I just know are not relaxing, and so I don't want to think about it or how they make white noise. I don't know the science, but it really perturbs my ears sometimes. So reasons to take a shower. Have that transition be more peaceful for you. If you do have a partner or caretaker or someone in your life and they can start the shower, yes, ask them to start the shower for you. If you have a supportive partner, that is the most incredible thing to have as an autistic person. And I want to encourage you to seek out relationships and to also be open to get to know people and to not judge simply or make a quick assumption because of somebody's life on paper or where they live or whatever, because you have some stuff too. So make connections with people that you love and make you feel safe and cared for and good, and everything is going to get so much better. I didn't know that I was neurodivergent when I was getting married, when I was having a baby, and now I get to help some women navigate those things. So hop over to my website over the next couple days, savslifeskills.com, and I'm going to be putting together a lot more resource, and I just mean practical, easy steps of things that we can do to feel a little bit better as moms, as women preparing to be moms, or just parents in general. I'll be honest, my stuff is going to lean a little bit girly, but I am super happy for it to benefit any parent or any person who's on their journey just trying to figure out how to be happy in this effed up world. So have a good day. Thank you so much for joining me and being here. And please subscribe or share with your friends. I really want to get the word out there and just help women find support and more clear paths to what they need to do. I'm not trying to sell a ton of products, although I will link to some things. My true intent is really creating more resources. So I have to fund some of my time to be able to just research endlessly like I've been doing. Consider me a mini graduate student. I will never go back to school, but college was enough for me the first time. I am so enjoying researching again and just figuring out how I can help people in a different way. So if you're into that, please hit up my inbox or join me on Instagram. I'm happy to connect. Thank you so much. Bye.